Hey guys, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and this is the Green Goblin Marvel Legends review. It's actually a Spider-Man Classics figure, but it's a Marvel Legends, it's just the other line. So like I said, it's very similar to the Hobgoblin figure, but they share very few of the parts, and they're both great figures. The head sculpt, very nice, looks perfect in my opinion, very reminiscent of the 90s cartoon with the big flowing hood thing there. Big pointy ears and the yellow eyes and the big, of course, sinister smile. So very, very nice. The stitching on the hat, wonderful. He's got the little collar thing on here. Nice sculpt work on the shirt, nice wrinkles. Ab crunch, it works very well. It's got some nice ratcheting in there. Just like the Hobgoblin figure. Same thing for the shoulders, ratcheted, the ball joint. And then, of course, it's got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, wrist rotation at the end of the glove. It's got the wrist pivot in here. It's got a finger pivot and the pumpkin bomb, just like the other guy. Only this one is orange and green metallic. I don't know if they were connected to the hands from the factory. I got both of mine loose, but they're glued in. I think that's how they were originally. So don't try to take those out unless you know that it comes out. I don't know, but mine are glued in, so whatever. He's got no belt on this guy. I don't know if he's supposed to have one. I don't think so, but mine does not have one. It does have the waist articulation. It is ratcheted, so that's a plus. Same kind of hips. They look much better than the Hobgoblin hips. They're sculpted in much better. They don't stand out as much. They're the good kind forward back ratchet, side to side, and then the thigh swivel built in. Double jointed knee, of course, the boot articulation, standard ankle articulation, no ankle rocker on this guy, and then the toe articulation as well. Now, there is just the tiniest hint of dry brushing. Actually, I think that's just the lighting. Hang on. Yep, I don't think there's actually any dry brushing on the chainmail for this guy. It looks like it, but I think it's just the way the plastic is reflecting the light. Either way, it looks really good, so I'm not really going to complain about it. The texture is there, the sculpt work is great. Again, there's seams on the gloves and on the boots, so very pleased with that. Nice stitch work sculpting on the pouch, his pumpkin bomb pouch. That is removable, of course. Forgot to tell you how tall he is. He's a little bit shorter. He's only at about 6.5 inches tall, 6 1/4. So he's a little bit shorter, and he comes with a strange glider. The one that's from the box set has a much better glider in my opinion, but I don't like that design as much, so I went ahead and got this one. I recommend this one. It's the 90s cartoon version. Doesn't have those goofy eye lens things, and it does have this strange curved glider. So you have to put him in this kind of a weird position to get him on it, but he does fit. And it still makes for a nice display. This one is meant to just, you can set it down. It's got this base obviously here, but it does just unsnap. You can unsnap it right here and then just hang the glider with some fishing line like I suggested for the other figure. And anytime you can get a flying figure in the air for a display, that's a bonus, I think, because it really makes the display stand out. So obviously you can get some nice poses with him. This is just a real quick something. Obviously it's not anything fancy, but with the glider it's nice and stable. I would recommend hanging him and taking the base part off, but either way it looks really good. Great looking figure overall. Definitely recommend it. You need to have Hobgoblin and Green Goblin in your Spidey collection. They're pretty important bad guys for him, so definitely pick him up. Great looking figure. I would get both of them. Hobgoblin's a little bit harder to come by these days, but either way, you can't go wrong with either one of them. You could get the Demi-Goblin figure, but it's just, I don't like it. I think it's an ugly looking figure, and I don't like the other Green Goblin. It's too skinny and it just too strange looking. I prefer this version, so that's why I'm recommending this figure. So thanks for watching. I'll do a couple more Spider-Man reviews and then one X-Men review, and call it a day. So look out for those, and look out for some customs, and of course, in the meantime, keep collecting.